Alright, morning again. Sun's up. Sitting at a dock waiting to get loaded. Since the first video went over so well, I thought I'd do a second one that I've had laying around for a while. I made a list several months ago about things drivers say in the truck stops, in the truck driver dining area. Usually the counter. And I don't sit there, I go to the booth. I don't go to the counter because I don't want to get involved in the whining. So, as we all know, or most of you know, I started driving in 96. I'm gonna read off some of the complaints I heard in 96 about trucking from truck drivers. And you know, think about it. It's actually pretty funny. Because it's what? 22 years later? And what you're going to find is that these are the same complaints today. These are in no certain order. But the first one is this new breed of driver. Yeah. Everybody complains about the new truck drivers today, how they don't know anything, they're not properly trained, they're not courteous, they're not respectful, whatever. Guess what? In 95 they said the same thing. Number two, we get no respect. Didn't then, don't now, won't. You get what you give usually, but every now and then you just run into an asshole. Number three, how many times have you seen a truck on the side of the road and no one stops? Well, back then, some people had cell phones. Some people had Qualcomms. Now, everybody has cell phones. Everybody's got a Qualcomm just about. I mean, you know, everybody has a way to get a hold of dispatch if there's a problem. But when I heard that complaint from drivers, I never heard them say they stopped. I just heard them say nobody stops. And they were complaining about it. Number four, I know when I need to sleep. Okay, we all know we still hear that. 5, hours of service need to change. Okay, they have. But you still hear that complaint. Why am I paying for receiver to unload their product? Lumpers. Lumpers were there then. They're here now. And they're going to be here. But I have noticed one thing. A few companies, Walmart being one of them, is now doing, I guess, what you call bill direct to the shippers to have to take care of that, so we don't get involved writing a check and taking that whole 2-3 minutes of our sit down time while we're waiting. Why does company X drive so slow? You hear that all the time. Back then, 96 actually, 1996, I think it was Snyder was the one that was slow. There was even rumors I remember hearing, I wasn't going in and out of Florida, so I don't know if it was true, but that Florida told Snyder if they didn't speed up their trucks back then that they weren't going to allow them in the state. I don't know. Could have said it about JB Hunt too, probably. Could have said it about Builders Transport that I drove for. Our trucks were governed at 62. The funny thing about it is, everybody knows what trucks run slow, especially when it comes to prime. But drivers will still sit in that right lane, run up on your ass and get trapped back there and be pissed because they have to slow down because they're behind a prime truck. Doesn't matter if you're in the left lane or the right lane. And the part that gets me is if I'm going faster than somebody else, I'm doing 65, somebody's doing 63, 64, and I go around them. Everybody wants to complain because I got in their way and made them slow down. But their expectation is that I'm going to slow down so they don't have to. That's funny in my world. You can't make money driving that slow. They say that about Prime. I don't know. Last 2 years, I've made over $90,000 taxable income. Trucking made me fat. No, trucking didn't make you fat. Those plates that you stack 4 inches tall with food at the buffet 2 and 3 times a day and not getting out of your truck and doing anything is what made you fat. Like I said, I started driving in 96. I weigh 10 pounds more now than I did then, and I'm 22 years older. They don't schedule these loads realistically. Man, how many times do we say that now? I can't make any money with fuel costs so high. Really? They couldn't do it then. They couldn't make money then. They can't make money now, but they're here. Truckers need to unite. Stand up to the shippers, receivers, and mega carriers. How many times have we heard that? And you know what? Nobody stands up. Anyway, you know, the funny thing is the drivers who had these complaints years ago have them today, and they're still trucking. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Have a good day. Try to have fun. Stay safe. Sun's shining up here. Hope it is when I get to Vermont. Ugh. Bye-bye now.